Now I'm with Josh from Titanium. We're at the Victorian Caravan Show on the Titanium stand. Josh, this is your personal caravan, mate.
It is. So it's, if you ask me to talk about one, this one should be easy. I know a bit of it. It's a 23-foot rear bunk, 3 bunks in our S4 package. So yeah, it's a pretty cool van.
What makes it S4? Like, what do you get in the S4 package as opposed to, say, the S1?
It all comes down to changing in batteries, solar, suspension, all those type of things. An S4, you're getting 2 300 amp lithium batteries and starting with 1,000 watts of solar with a 2600 watt inverter. If you went all the way down to an S1, that's starting with 120 amp lithium battery. So there's a lot of changes along the way, and as we said, we do them in an S1, S3 or S4, so plenty to choose from.
One thing that I like about this layout, Josh, is the fact that you've got the 3 bunks at the back, but mate, that still looks spacious back there, but also private.
We find a lot of families, especially with young kids, you know, sometimes they don't want to have the bunks running side by side with the bathroom. You know, kids are hard to put to sleep at the best of times, and then they find they can't use their bathrooms at night. So it's nice having this layout where you can put the kids down the back. There's still room for them to play down there, and with the sliding doors you can close that partition and still use the bathroom and the rest of the van.
So what is it like that you think sets Titanium apart? Like, what is it that makes it a special caravan for you?
Oh look, the big thing is all of us that are involved in the business love caravanning and take away and put these vans through their paces. So when we're building things, you know that they've been tried and tested and they're put in positions that make it work when you're out there on the road. And second's the fact that we're, you know, all of our products here, we're Australian made. So we build our vans here. We have our own fabrication company, Wolf, that do all the rear boxes and bars. So all Australian made and built in-house.
It's obviously built like a tank, but that does mean it weighs a little bit. I noticed it's about 3.5 tonne empty.
This one's a burger with the lot. We've pretty much got every option you can have on this. And again, it depends to what you're doing. You know, weights are not an issue for me, towing it behind a big Scania truck. But you know, we've had people with these layouts that have got them down to that 3.1 tear weight level. So you know, for a 23-foot van, that's pretty impressive. So it does depend what you want to put on it, but obviously this one's a little heavier.
I mean, as I was walking around the caravan, and I think this is true of all the Titanium caravans, everything's reinforced. You're using sheet metal instead of, you know, plastics and that sort of thing. So this is a true off-road beast.
No, it is, and as I said, you know, that all comes down to Wolf Fabrication Company, where we've got our own folding presses and everything, so we can do all that stuff. You know, if you go and look at the trims on this, is, you know, instead of just using J molds, it's got the heavier trim pack, and as you said, a lot of work goes into those rear bars and those premium front Wolf toolboxes.
Well, what's your favourite sort of aspect of the caravan? I mean, when I look around, I notice lots of little clever ideas.
Another one that I've loved is deleting the oven, going the gasless cabin with a diesel dispatcher hot water system and an induction cooktop. You get a huge drawer there to carry thermo mixers and pots, and again, you can use that induction cooktop inside, or if you want to take it outside with your other burners, and suddenly you've got 4 out there.
Yeah, and over the last 12 or 18 months, Josh, that's something we've really seen become more of a popular thing to do in caravans, particularly off-road caravans. It frees up your kitchen bench space immeasurably. You've got the lithium power to use it. What's the suspension on this van?
Yeah, so look, we do too. If you buy an S3, it comes with the Cruisemaster XT, which is a coil suspension. You can obviously upgrade that to airbags, but being in the S4 range, they come with the ATX, which is a premium suspension from Cruisemaster, which comes with the airbags. Cruisemaster's just brought a fantastic new system out, so it really is great. You know, you're not plumbing up to the box anymore on the side of the van, so you're no longer having to run airlines up. Everything's staying in the chassis, and it's just a power lead that's coming up there.
Tell me about how you build the caravans. What sort of framing material are we using?
This one's on a truss chassis, giving you that little bit more clearance, obviously more space with no wheel arches for storage and battery space underneath the couches. And then we're using aluminium framing, so it's we use a honeycomb flooring, which is one piece, which is fantastic. It's timberless, splashing, driving through water, you're not going to get any rotting, and then the aluminium frames.
Oh, thanks for the tour of your van, Josh. I mean, your family must be pretty happy.
No, very happy. It's nice that if you can travel on the road and have some of your creature comforts of home, then it doesn't really feel like you're travelling.